RIAI is delighted to present the 2023 award winners. We received an impressive 187 entries designed by RIAI registered architects, with 53 projects shortlisted by the jury. The 2023 RIAI Awards highlight the strong regional representation of architectural quality, with award-winning buildings and public spaces located in all corners of the country, from the large cities to small towns and rural communities. The quality of the submissions was exceptionally high and demonstrates the value that Irish architects are adding to all aspects of Ireland's cultural, economic and social infrastructure. We hope you enjoy the results, following an address by RIAI President Charlotte Sheridan.
I'm delighted to introduce the RIAI Awards 2023. The RIAI is the home of architecture in Ireland, and architecture is all about creating wonderful buildings and places for people. The RIAI Awards are a fantastic demonstration of the quality and value that architecture brings to society. Architects work at all scales in our towns, villages and cities, creating places to live, work, recreate, our educational places as well as our healthcare places. The awards are a celebration of the collaboration between architects and their clients and the value that architecture brings to society. I hope you enjoy the awards.
The Lower House at Grange Gorman project is one of rescue and reuse, as against repair and restoration. Dating from 1812, the former psychiatric hospital is conserved and part reconstructed to house a multifunctional student centre for TU Dublin. This project is distinctive for its confident use of modern materials, yet careful conservation of historic fabric within an intelligent plan layout. The building has been imaginatively rethought, housing diverse functions including gym, canteen, music rooms and student administration. This vibrant student centre represents an adaptation of and confident departure from the building's original role, and yet the original building is somehow never forgotten. Beyond the trees, Avondale House and Forest Park is the successful integration of new and historic buildings, responding thoughtfully to the historic woodland context. The route through the site culminates in a unique elevated walkway and viewing tower, providing proximity to the beauty of the tree canopy and birdsong, along with panoramic views of the Wicklow landscape. The design welcomes visitors of all ages and abilities to connect with nature, demonstrating commitment to universal design as an integral element of the overall architectural quality. The project showcases the use of Irish timber, which is carefully detailed throughout. It was an admirable decision to place the international rugby experience at the heart of Limerick to facilitate urban regeneration. Its contribution as a cultural and public building breathes new life into the city. Occupying a prominent corner, it is a strong civic presence and a quality akin to a city hall, library or gallery. its scale successfully addresses both the immediate local context whilst also announcing itself to the wider city. Almost Gothic in nature, the building form is beautifully proportioned with red brick and precast concrete elements articulating the facade. It is robust, yet extremely elegant and light. The dramatic public hall at the top floor is a real success, truly a cathedral to celebrate World Rugby. On a live university campus, the architects for the quadrangle building had to deal with the demanding conditions of physical and historical architectural weight. They resolved the combined design conundrums of 4,000 square metres of reclaimed space, the technical requirements, and the inevitable structural challenges with impressive outcomes externally and internally. The whole project was being constructed entirely through a 3.6 metre wide archway onto London's embankment. Architectural sensibility, skill, and judgment have yielded spaces of memorable character through manipulation of section, light, and materials, resulting in an atmospheric consciousness within a world above, below, and beyond. A suitable spatial state for inquiring minds into the future. This latest addition to Trinity College creates its newest student square wrapped on three sides by student apartments and a myriad of functions which promote student well-being. The form is like a mountaintop on the Dublin skyline. Sunken courtyards provide light and tranquility to the medical centre facilities on the lower levels. The courtyard provides another gateway to the city and a connection at ground level to Pier Street, improving permeability. Connectivity continues along the printing house and into the heart of the campus. The choice of material finish, granite and timber, pay homage to existing Trinity palettes of materials. The overall crafted form is a celebration of Irish contemporary architecture in an historic setting. This extension and renovation of an existing cottage in the depth of the Kildare countryside respects the vernacular, while reinterpreting the spatial hierarchies and functions to reflect modern living. The building has been extended with a timber box, juxtaposed to and separated by a glazed link from the cottage to take advantage of the views. It establishes a topographical relationship with the meadow in which it sits, while taking full advantage of its aspect. The great success of this project is the deep connection between building users and the landscape, its understanding and reinterpretation of the vernacular in a well-refined, finely fashioned architecture. Respect for traditional craftsmanship is expressed in the detailing, contributing to its technical accomplishment and intellectual appeal. A one-bed, badly functioning urban cottage near the Royal Canal in the north inner city of Dublin has been transformed into a two-bed, A-rated family home. Working on a tight budget and on an even tighter site, certain architectural moves, small and significant alike, have made this possible. By digging down at the back, by widening the entrance hall, by making walls into working storage places, by fabricating a new compliant staircase, and by bursting through the ceiling in surprising places to make light wells. The new, warm, bright and enclosing rooms enable family life, without sacrificing the urban garden, and also includes a home office. Charleville demonstrates that such buildings, when carefully recrafted, can become hard-working homes for 21st century living. A monumental, confident addition to Dublin's North Inner City and to Dublin City Council's social housing portfolio, Dominic Hall is at once familiar and new. As a predominantly 6-storey brick building which forms a street edge, the scheme recalls the rhythm of historic Dominic Street. The brick elevation rises like a screen, behind which sit private balconies. Beyond this is a raised garden from which residents access their homes, like a terrace of houses with returns. Belgian brick and precast concrete dressings provide the robust form, uniting these new townhouse apartments to 5 family homes along Granby Place. As well as providing much needed healthy bright homes serviced by heat pumps, Dominic Hall holds a community centre and new ground floor shop units, which should return purposeful life to the street again. Ladyswell Square is a well-mannered, clever arrangement of houses that demonstrates a refined quality of architecture using a minimum palette of materials. This is an exemplar of how low-rise, medium-density housing can be provided within the limitations of an existing development plan criteria, while still providing quality spatial arrangements both internally and in the public realm. The social housing scheme includes a range of house types that are designed to enable lifetime housing and the establishment of a diverse community. The placement of communal space to the centre of the scheme would allow for greater passive surveillance and improve daylight quality in private spaces. O'Devany Gardens is a great exemplar of a low-rise, medium-density housing model that creates a quality pocket neighbourhood. The combination of own-door homes and walk-up units are successfully arranged to create a compact and vibrant community. The sawtooth form with in-between upper-level gardens provides an interesting rhythm along the street. The scheme successfully addresses and activates the public street, while also creating an internal shared courtyard space for the residents. Entrance thresholds with passive overlooking are carefully considered, while brick detailing and the integration of seating and planting elements provide a richness and quality to the overall development. What shone here in Clones was respect for the cultural phenomenon that is the rural Irish town. The success of the project is coupled with active coalface delivery of its continued living evolution through examination, decision-making, design development and constructed proposition. Resulting in 24 new town centre homes, the project represents a tangible example of renewal in a place with its own story, Clones having roots to the 6th century, though regrettably robbed of its hinterland in the last. A constructed artefact, a place to live, love, learn, work, play, strengthening community in a sustainable, enriched town, offering support and opportunity into the future. This is a simple, living example of resilience to encourage and empower others. Béal na Blá is a cultural landmark that has been carefully reinterpreted while respecting and informing the historical significance of the location. The existing landscape has been rearranged to reflect that which was there at the time of the event. Research findings on the historical landscape inform the spatial arrangement. The story of the occasion is told by the physical arrangement in conjunction with the manipulation of natural daylight through the gaps in the new wall, marking the events that took place on the day. This all makes for a public space that has utility and meaning in an important cultural landscape. The project is set in a parkland and is positioned to maximise views to existing mature trees. The building reveals itself around a curved access road which circles the first of these impressive trees. Clad in a rococo teak and sitting on a raised platform, this simple rectangular pavilion, with its efficient layout, generous floor-to-ceiling heights and large windows, provides a sense of calm which is much needed by users who often witness traumatic scenes. Vehicular and service access is limited to one side of the building, allowing the surrounding natural wild grass creep up to the remaining three edges. With an almost classical ambition, the architects decided that this project was first about constructing the street using the simplest architectural elements at their disposal: rhythm, proportions, materials, openings and chimneys. The calm and strangely familiar facade leads then to a complex but totally mastered sequence of plans and sections. The permeability of the building, the multiplication of entrances and access to floor plates, combined with the quality of light entering deeply into the plan, offers a true flexibility in its use, and maybe is its real gift to the city and its inhabitants. A minimal brief, a space for a novelist to write in solitude, and a practical decision. The project would be constructed off-site and craned into position, triggered a cascade of coherent decisions that gave shape to a highly intriguing object. Contextual and autonomous, precisely crafted with a touch of DIY, bespoke and universal. The quality of this project lies in the ambiguous and dense experience that it offers to the beholder when moving in and around this writer's room. The establishment of a traditional brick manufacture is not only of significance for McKee Barracks and the military architecture, but also for traditional brick architecture across Dublin and urban Ireland. While initially responding to the specific monumental red brick buildings of the barracks, the trial and error manufacturing processes and brick-making skills that have evolved here represent a profound contribution to the culture of local Irish building conservation. Clay mixing, forming and firing are skillfully done so that the variants in brick shape and colour that characterise many of Dublin's buildings are perfected in a live research project. Mass production of bricks happens alongside hand moulding of complementary terracotta panels, dressings, finials and more. This workshop and fabrication process is radical and single-handedly revives one of Ireland's traditional building crafts. It acknowledges the importance of exploiting local materials while developing these skills for future generations. Nestled amidst a captivating landscape, Silver Bark House serves as an exemplar of sustainability innovation. Designed with meticulous attention to detail, it encapsulates an essence of sustainability, innovation, and timeless design. The use of natural materials for its exterior seamlessly merges this house with its natural surroundings. The interplay of light and shadow further enhances the materiality. By incorporating passive house principles with energy-efficient systems and responsibly sourced materials, while focusing on practical design choices, this house sets a commendable example for sustainable residential construction. It is a beacon of inspiration, urging architects and builders to embrace a more conscientious approach that seeks more thoughtfully integrated sustainable materials and cutting-edge technologies. It is evident that universal design was integrated into Beyond the Trees at Avondale House and Forest Park from the outset of the project. The result is an inclusive, thoughtfully considered and well-detailed scheme which has been responsive to user consultation. Beyond the Trees provides a wonderful experience for people with a wide range of abilities and ages to have access to nature in a unique way.